Hello and welcome to IBTimes TV. I'm Leanna Brinder, Business Editor for the International Business Times. Joining me now is Ronnie Ludwig. He's a partner at Saffery Champness. So hi, thanks for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Well, exciting times. Scots are going to the votes today. What would you say as a private wealth manager are your biggest concerns or maybe thoughts on opportunity come independence?
Well, I think the concerns are around the well-publicised ones. We don't know what currency we're going to be dealing in the long term, and there's a lot of conflicting messages about that. We don't know whether we're going to be in or out of the European Union, and we don't know for sure what the fiscal tax, in other words, situation is going to be moving forward. We know what it's going to be in the short term, but we don't know what it's going to be in the longer term. And I think that is driving an agenda of apprehension, which leads to fear, which leads to companies perhaps not investing in Scotland in the way that they would have done. So at best these companies are sitting on the fence and waiting to see what's going to happen, and at worst they're investing elsewhere. So these are the concerns I have around it. I think there could be a lot of positives out it if we get it right, but we need an awful lot more clarity around these issues that I've identified before we can say for sure that it will be a positive move if it's a yes vote.
Okay, I mean, on that, there seems to be a lot of companies, like you say, are sitting on the fence about investing. But if Scotland didn't become independent as of Friday, would that immediately see maybe a flush of cash coming into the Scottish economy?
I think we would see a gradual return of cash once confidence is restored. A lot of cash has flown out of Scotland in recent weeks and days, and so I think that's likely to come back in again. And hopefully investor confidence with it.
And on that point, if Scotland doesn't become independent, I mean, there's been promises from all the politicians about how Scotland will have more powers over taxation. If that is the case, that would obviously lead to Devo Max. How would that impact private wealth management? Well,
I think that, again, it opens up the opportunities for people to be confident about investing, which brings its own benefits. Obviously, until we have that confidence, we're not going to see that situation evolve. But I think it will come back as we get a result. And if it's a no result and we have Devo Max, it's possibly the best of both worlds. Scotland is going to be very autonomous in terms of its fiscal policy and indeed other policies. And so I think we're likely to see investor confidence return at that point.
And I suppose to round off, if Scotland did become independent as of Friday, what would be the immediate, I suppose, bullet point plan for you and your clients come Friday?
Well, I think that this has been a very deeply divisive referendum campaign. I think there needs to be quite a lot of reconciliation coming out of this. And I think that at that stage, it's sitting down with clients, looking at what Devo Max is going to mean. We don't know that yet because we've not been told by Westminster exactly what's going to be involved. But I think people are going to be very concerned and interested as to how that's going to unfold. So I think there'll be a lot of meetings, a lot of discussion, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Okay, well, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And that was Ronnie Ludwig. He's a partner at Saffery Champness.